So on my timeline, I've posted some screenshots of the perpetrators that were recruited into this Truman Show that is being hosted by the Twin Flame universe, the niches of divine, masculine, and feminine, Jordan Peterson's intellectual dark web, the entertainment industry that includes all the people that do this, that is Rock Nation, Jay-Z, Diddy. Yes, they're into targeting and gang stalking. That's why people are deathly afraid of them. And then, what did I say? Richard Grannon and Sam Vaknin over in the narcissistic spheres. So these pictures are remixed by AI, which is what these gang stalkers love to do. They like to take your likeness and then run it through the AI and use it as their thumbnails. One of the stupidest things they could have done, but they're not working with much. The lights are on, but nobody is home, okay? The elevator doesn't go all the way up. Few fries short of a Happy Meal. So anyways, these guys use the likeness of others, they run it through AI, and then they put it as their thumbnail. So I have pictures of Callie Marshall that they've remixed. I have pictures of Sylvain Desario that they've remixed. That's the one that they call my coworker. I have pictures of Rachel Beswick that they've remixed. So Rachel Beswick and Sylvain hooked up and they decided to do this gang stalking stuff, destiny swapping stuff. I'm gonna sacrifice her because I don't like her. I want her life. I'm gonna hook up with her baby daddy, all this kind of stuff, even though I never once introduced them, okay? And they're in Canada and that guy's in America. So think about the desperation that it takes to do this dumb shit. And that's mainly because I just don't talk to these women. I'm not friends with them, so they decided to turn around and do this. Like, how extreme, insane, pathetic, and desperate do you have to be? Look at them and you'll know how. So those are all their pictures. They can't get out of this. Every single one of these people is going to prison. You heard it here first. So yeah, all their pictures are there. It's them. They're gang stalkers. They're abusing neural and biosurveillance. Mac Barnes Hopkins used to work in the military, in the Marines, and at the DoD. The DoD definitely has connections to neural technology and neural and biosurveillance, especially through DARPA. Okay, which is how you get the connection between Grimes and Elon. So it's not really Grimes, it's Elon, but everybody's abusing his resources. And he's also a part of this Truman Show and this game. He loves to play games. If you listen to Grimes' song Player of Games, it's actually describing this tarot game. Bet you didn't know that, right? So that's what it's describing. And they get special invites sent out. A lot of them are sent out through synthetic telepathy. So it is based on a frequency that you receive. All of that is something that I'll talk about at a later time, but I'm sure you can piece it all together. So this guy tried to sacrifice me with a network of ridiculous clown bum women who I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. But anyways, you can go take a look at each and every one of them. I've named them, so you can piece it all together. I'm 100% right. I've known everything that was going on from the beginning. I've reported it to all agencies. They ignored me because this is asymmetrical warfare, and we're dealing with people of status who just pay. They just pay. When they want to hush people up, they make people sign NDAs and they pay out the ass. So that's what I was fighting against for the last 5 years. But since these people are so stupid and they report all their evidence, like, how do you get out of that? You just back yourself into a corner. So these people were recruited, and the gang stalking and exploiting my neural data, and also my child. They targeted my child for biometrics and neural data as well. So we both got sucked up into this network as a part of their Truman Show without consent, without permission. And one of the things these women are always talking about is marriage or relationship. So it's a part of their narrative that I was triangulated, and I'm supposed to be married to this guy. And that's how he basically forged my signature and consent to be a part of this experiment, because this is experimenting on humans. This is bioengineering and the abuse of biotechnology. So I never consented to any of it. So they went behind my back, stole my identity, forged signatures, put me in a fraudulent marriage, received a fraudulent marriage certificate. There's a whole bunch of stuff about fraudulent death certificates. Rachel Beswick worked works in risk management and insurance. There's a whole storyline about a payout for insurance on a false death certificate. So all of this is what they're doing in the background, just bumbling around, committing crimes and attaching themselves to me through surveillance and identity theft. I am not in a marriage. I am single, and I have not been in a relationship with Mac Barnes Hopkins or any of these other people in 1,000,001 years. We don't talk. He has no claim to me. He really does nothing for my child. We barely even talk, and when we did, it was only to keep things civil because I love my child and I'm an adult, so I keep things amicable, okay? And then he went behind my back and did this, and the last conversation I had with him was after I had spoken to a hacker who had given me a lot of information, including some ID, okay, of these perpetrators, a Mexican lady and somebody else in the US. So I still have that. I have a lot. So anyways, the last conversation I had with him, I told him, you have one chance. You tell me what's going on. And he was basically just like, he just gave me attitude, like, why would I do that? Like, why would I give a damn about you? Why would I do that? And I said, all right. Hung up the phone, haven't spoke to him ever again. But I've been clocking and archiving everything. Every last one of them is going to prison. And I am not in a marriage. So if you have the ability and you're in the US or anywhere else, you can look my name up. Makeda Piriano. Piriano. I am not married. And if you ever see a marriage certificate, that's fraud.